I'm not my sister coming up here to the podium and giving a lecture. Although she did that quite well. We do like stories in my family, so any you want to share would be great. So this is a story when my sister first came out here, and this will capture a little bit of her personality that you have all come to love. She traveled out here to move, and she came with my sister a year older. She had her, give me just one moment. Turn that off. This is a funny story, so I shouldn't be upset. She had Abby with her, which was, if you looked at any of her dog album, it's probably like dog number 1 of the Laugh family. So she had Abby with her, and as you know, going across, it's difficult to find hotels that take animals. So they had driven, and they said, okay, Barbara says, we're pulling off, we're just going into this hotel. She told my sister, whatever you do, don't speak, don't react, don't say a thing. Just stand there with your head down. Jumps out of the car. My sister's like, okay. So she opens up the door and she goes in, she stands by my sister. And so my sister said, we would like a room for my sister and I for the night. And they said, is it just going to be the 2 of you? And she says, well, my sister is simple. And she has a helper dog. And she said, it's a black lab. She's a little simple. And my sister has her head down. And she said she's, you know, her eyes are kind of, and she's thinking, okay, I'm not saying anything right now, but I'm going to kill her. So she gets in the car. She gets simple. Simple. And she goes, and she started laughing, of course, in her laugh, and she said, you know, we have to get the dog in here. So they go over, she pulls over to the thing, they walk up, they open up the door. My sister goes over, she plops on the bed like this and lays down like this. She goes, what are you doing? She goes, about to unload the car. She goes, oh no, I'm simple. She's like, I don't know how to unload the car. You have to do that yourself. So Barbara loads all that stuff in. And it's just such a classic, you know, family story that, you know, my family can be in the middle of, and a little smart and a little sassy and come right back at you. So I'm sure you know that about Barbara. I know she, oh yeah, over the years is pretty direct, and I keep asking people that have met other of my siblings, you know, what do we all have in common, and what do you think, do we do the same things? And I've had some repeated individual people say some of the same things. It's kind of funny to hear. So thank you for all being her friend and being here. And any stories, I want to hear them, so I can tell my family.
She and I were in nursing college, and she was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. She was a real support. Both she and Meryl were real supports to me when we were at the College of Nursing. And one time we had a girls' camp, and she went up to teach them with another colleague that she had on how to take care of emergency, you know, situations. And, you know, these kids are kind of giggly 13, 14-year-olds and that sort of thing. And boy, they just had those kids really getting serious about how they were going to help people because they put them under trees and things like that. They had to go around from station to station and find out about it. But she really did a beautiful job with that, and she knew how to teach in ways that really you could learn. And she did that with her graduate students too. I mean, she actually created environments where they had to go in and learn how to take care of people under duress. But another funny one, and I think I told one other person here, is we have a friend who goes to the VA as a patient, and he was Barbara's patient. And, you know, she is very direct when she wants something done. And so anyway, he went in, and she wanted him to get up on the exam table so he could be checked over. And so she says, okay, get up on the table. No, jump up on the table. She says, I jumped.
A little aside from that story, apparently, because my sister was simple, the front desk had turned off the telephone so that her simple sister didn't make a series of long-distance phone calls on her hotel bill. And my sister had attempted to make a call to the desk for whatever reason the phone was completely dead. And she had to walk down there and she said, you know, the phone's not working, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, we turned it off. We didn't want your little simple sister to start making those phone calls. She goes, oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Really dug her hole. It was really funny. Classic. Came back at her too.